A raid, a warning, a rally. The semi-fascist insanity never stops.
I think I'd like to wake up now.
This is Not My Party. Brought to you by the Bulwark. Well, Donald Trump did some more criming.
What?
By now, I'm sure you know the basics of the Mar-a-Lago raid. The former fella had some highly classified documents in his drawing room, next to a few passports, some framed magazines, a gaudy carpet, and a painting that haunts my dreams. So the feds asked him to send all the classified material back, and he said he did. And well, that was a lie.
Shocking.
If this was any normal person lying about classified documents in their possession, they'd have a one-way ticket to the slam.
Right to jail, right away.
But the overcooked hamburger has dodged the law for decades. Whether it's delay and obfuscation, payoffs, or throwing subordinates under the bus, he's consistently conned the legal process. And in this case, he's the ex-president, which makes shit even more complicated. The icing on the kerfuffle cupcake is that all the GOP cuckolds have circled the wagons for him again, despite the fact that they once pretended to really care about keeping government documents secure.
Mrs. Clinton finally addressed her use of a personal email account.
The email scandal.
The Clintons think that they're above the law.
She, in fact, deleted 32,000 emails.
Looks like the tables have turned.
And now they're continuing to run cover for Trump, even though people like Turd Blossom Karl Rove and Droopy Dog Bill Barr went on Fox to say, well, just watch.
None of these government documents are his to have taken. I agree with the deputy director who said that a lot of the former president's problems are of his own creation.
If in fact he sort of stood over scores of boxes and said, I hereby declassify everything, it's almost worse than taking the documents.
But as the legal part of this trudges along, the bigger question hanging over our politics is the F word.
What's that?
Probably
No, fascism.
Oh, wow.
Last week, Dark Brandon turned on the red light for a big speech arguing,
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people.
damn, son! He further warned about the dangers of MAGA fanaticism at a private fundraiser.
What we're seeing now is the beginning or the death knell of an extreme MAGA philosophy. It's not just Trump, it's the entire philosophy that underpins the, I'm going to say something, it's like semi-fascism.
And that is a threat to this country.
Oh, wow.
That's a serious charge.
Well, I don't know, is it? Republicans call Democrats commies and Marxists and even fascists all the time.
There is a new far-left fascism.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
But this rhetoric was a big step for Joe, and as a result, some of the pundits were clutching their pearls.
We need to make sure that our military is as removed from politics as possible. It's not right. None of our politicians or elected leaders should do that.
You know, we went from the Mr. Rogers president to the Dr. Evil president in just one speech. The sledgehammer that drove that wedge into the heart of America, and it's just disgusting.
Okay, well, you seem upset.
As for me, I didn't particularly care for the president's line targeting MAGA Americans rather than their leaders, but he did clarify that the next day.
I don't consider any Trump supporter Jeffrey a threat. Anyone who calls for the use of violence fails to condemn violence as you refuses to acknowledge when an election has been won, insists upon changing the way in which the rules you count votes. That is a threat to democracy.
Here's the thing. The rhetoric might be a little overheated, but have a look at the action on the ground at the latest Trump rally in Pennsylvania.
I won Pennsylvania by a lot. The 2020 election was rigged and stolen. President, she's smart. He rules with an iron fist 1.5 billion people. Yeah, I'd say he's smart. Our biggest threat remains the sick, sinister, and evil people from within our own country. Vicious monsters.
Wow, that was... wow.
So the dude stashing classified docs is telling his mob that the Justice Department is made up of vicious monsters, that our elections are a fraud and he should be reinstated, that there are evil people in our midst, and that the Chinese despot is awesome. What word would you use for all that? Whether you call it semi-fascist, stupid fascist, or none of the above, as long as he is allowed to continue stoking that mob and leading the Republican Party, the danger for all of us remains high.
Dangerous.
Swipe up to tell us what you'd call Trump and the MAGA American political leaders. We'll see you next week for more Not My Party. For more weekly episodes of Not My Party, smash that subscribe button.